Okay guys, so this is day three of the trading journey. We're finally at the third day. 3 is a good number, and just like the number, it was a good day. So let's start with the copy trading. So the copy trading was, like usual, really good from what I've seen from my friend. So today there was one trade at 1 a.m. Again, it hit. I couldn't do it, bro. I was awake as well, bro, but literally I was brushing my teeth to go to sleep because I was editing a video again. I was brushing my teeth to go to sleep. The trade happened, the trade done, that's it. By the time I went in the toilet and got out, the trade was finished, bro. At least the entry was gone. And it ended up hitting. But then if I remember correctly, when we woke up, there was a trade, I think around 11 a.m. on gold. And they always trade gold usually. So there's a few Forex trades as well. There's crypto, but I'm not getting involved in that. The gold trade, we took it. It was just a long. They never short apparently. It's just a buy. So it's a buy long. Like usual, half a lot size because they say half risk, so I do half 0.05 lots of 350. I think I have my account, and I think it's 1 to 300 leverage. So today was actually bad. We were like a few pips away from hitting the stop loss, and then the trader was like, "I'm doubling down." He made another trade at that point with obviously TPs at a lower price level than the original trade because we were down now. And then what ended up happening is that second trade, within like 20 minutes, we hit the first TP. And then in like 40 minutes, we hit the second TP. And obviously, like I mentioned in the last video, the first TP for me is not worth it with the low amount of money I have in the account and the leverage I have and the lot size. So I have to just risk more and only take out money in another TP, so higher profit. So I went for TP2 only, and then it hit TP2. I think I roughly made around £22. Obviously, if it hit the stop loss, I would have lost around 40. So not very good. I think it was 25 actually, £25. And the second trade ended up hitting the TP I put, so TP2 as well. Even though it went up, it went from minus 37 and we ended up making £17 on that one because I think I went a bit lower just to get it closed. So in total, I think I made £41 from the two trades. And we have a Forex trade from yesterday that currently is up £20. So it was very close to hitting. I could have closed it and that would have been a £60 day profit. I started with around like 350, right? And I think I'm already at 430. And honestly, I think I should have just started with more money. It's not to be greedy, but like, I don't know what the likelihood of trades going this well is. Kind of used a lot of my luck now, and I've only made like £70. Now, this might end up going to 1K. Like, for example, imagine it's a bit greedy, but imagine, okay, this goes to 1K from 350. I could have started with 1K, which is not, that's something I'm willing to lose, and gotten 3K, you know. Worst comes to worst, take 1K out, then I leave the rest. But there's no point in me taking out money when it's a 1K, you know what I mean? And if I get to like 600, I might just round it up to 1K and then go on from there. But honestly, even though I know it's just luck, because I'm just copying it, it's going really well. Like, it does just go well. I haven't lost on a trade yet. I was this close, but it ended up going well. It's just because of gold, bro. Gold just goes up every day. And when it goes up, like, unless we get a bad day with bad news, gold just always goes up. It's just like, it's the number one stock in theory. It's like the OG Bitcoin is what I like to call it, because Bitcoin's based around it essentially. But yeah, so obviously I'm going to keep doing what it does. The dude was like, I need to get the TradingView extension because he was like, oh, I would honestly buy again now and re-enter now. But assuming the same conditions, like the same TP, the same SL, the same risk is involved. So the same money loss. The only issue is I can't place a trade myself unless he gives me the TPs, unless he gives me the values. If you get the TradingView, it shows you how much money you're going to lose. So if you just calculate how much money you would have lost before, I could have just taken another trade with that money. And I haven't checked it, but it would have probably hit. So yeah, that was the copy trading done. Let me just now hurry up to the scalping, because these videos take actually quite long. So in regards to the scalping, today was actually a good day. So today was very easy, I would say. Everything happened how it was meant to happen. And so I think you guys will be watching a video of me now doing the live trade. Because I was filming like an idiot, I didn't focus on it and I messed up the first time, and I could have actually made more money than I did. And also me doing it in uni is just not helping, surrounded by people. So I think I'm going to start going more towards home. I just need to get a monitor at some point, or at least go to a quiet area, because I can't do that, bro. Like, that's not how I'm going to be trading when I'm actually doing it properly, when I'm at home with an Ethernet cable and everything. But yeah, so what happened today is that I watched some backtesting videos before we hopped on the call. I prepared properly somewhat. I watched like 2 backtesting videos, so weekly breakdowns of the previous 2 weeks if you guys weren't here for the other videos. So I watched 2 weekly breakdowns before hopping into the call today. I hopped onto the call, which you can see there. You can see the guy on the left-hand side of the screen. You can see the chart. You can see the guy on my laptop screen. You can see the chart on the right, on the left, I think it was. And that's how we traded. So today I took a total of 3 trades. The guy takes 2 trades like he usually does. I just decided to do 1 more because it hit one of the theses. I technically had 4, but one of them was like an accident. I didn't mean to, so I just closed it. So the first trade was at the very start, which is usually when you take most of the trades, because that's when most of the volume is there and when being able to predict the direction becomes easy and the trade becomes short because you can get out in a few seconds and make a really good substantial return. So today the trade was for it to break up to the upside. And so let me just rewatch it. Yeah, so what ended up happening in that call is that we were waiting for it to go up. That was obviously, there's 2 things the chart can do, up or down. And so we put thesis for both sides. And when the market opens and we see which side is actually more likely to take, we focus on that side. So today we focus on it going up because it was more likely just based on how far it was. For it to go down, it would be a big change. And so what ended up happening is as soon as the market opened, instantly it shot up. When that happens, you don't take the trade because yes, I saw it coming. Everyone sees it coming. Broke resistance. It's probably going to go up, but you're just kind of gambling there. It's probably going to go up. There's no reason for it to go up. So you'll get lucky most of the time, but one time you get a loss, it could wipe your account, wipe all your profits and more away. So that's why you don't take trades like this, especially when you're going for a funded account. That's the whole point of risk management and minimizing risk, taking safe, guaranteed trades. So what happened is it shot up, came back down, retested. It went on the red actually, so it literally went down, kind of made a wick. So we have a wick now because it went up, went down. Now there's a target to go. It went down to the negative, so usually that's what the mental makes us watch. You need a trend, you need volume, and you need a wick. Confirmation via a wick. And then obviously risk management. So then it went down, made a wick, came back up, and then we were waiting for it to break the top of the candle, so the top range. Then now that it's had a confirmation of a wick, when it breaks, it's going to go up. And that's exactly what it did. So it did break and it went up. And what ended up happening is that we took the trade. I hopped in quite late because I was focused on the filming on me and the fact that there were people around. I wasn't focusing too much on it. So I hopped in quite late, but I still took the trade, probably too late. It's not a trade I'm proud of, but it still went up because the move was just very good in our favor. Like the move was very good. Yeah, so I made a total of 5 pips in that trade. So that trade was worth 5 pips plus, which is not bad. It's okay. Ideally, we aim to get 10 pips on a session. So if you get 2 trades of 5 pips, it's good. But obviously, if you can get 10 pips in one trade, you're out. You know, it's always the recommend. And this was a trade you could have done that in because there was so much volume. So it went up so much that you had enough momentum for me to still make money, even though I was a bit late. Then from there, what ended up happening is it went up a lot and then it started going down. Essentially, it went down a lot. So it went down basically back to entry. And what we did is the next trade we were going to take would only be a trade we will take if it broke the low of the previous candle. So the very low, aka the support level. Because then it's a confirmed move down, it'll move down further. So actually, I'm not too sure why we decided on doing that. The mentor just said to do it in the call and it just felt right. Because there was no confirmation via a wick, but I believe if I remember correctly, when we were there live in the MetaTrader, because the chart is different, you basically see it going up at the very start and then going down. So that was the wick confirmation of it going up. And then it just went down, down, down. I waited until it crossed. When it broke down the bottom of the previous candle, I priced a trade. The only thing is this was the worst trade of the day for me. I didn't like it. I made money. I think I made around 3 pips on that one. I was not proud of it because I went too early. I went a bit too early. It didn't break. I thought it broke. It basically just matched with it. It didn't actually break. I placed in, it went up a bit and then it crashed down and it went down and I got my pips in. But because I knew I already messed up, I was like, I don't want to be in this for long. This was not a good trade. I would not like this. So I got out, made like 4 pips. And then we waited for one more trade. He didn't even take that trade, for example. I think it was maybe because it wasn't too obvious with the wick confirmation. So then the last trade, we waited for the next 5-minute candle. We were waiting for it to spike up, so go up, wick confirmation, and then back down and go down even lower. And that's exactly what happened. So what it did is it went up a bit and then it was obvious, so everyone was ready, including him. Yeah, as soon as I broke down the low of the previous candle again, then we took the trade. And then we did, and I closed it pretty fast because, again, the aim of this is to get 10 pips. So I was going very conservative. I saw the money I was making. I didn't really see the pips I was making, which is something I need to work on. Because I made only 5 pips. I thought I would have made more, to be honest. And if I held, bro, I could have made easy 10 pips if I just held either at the start or at the end and made around 20 pips. But in the end, I made around 14 pips. So I got, I think, or 5 pips in the last one, 5 pips in the first one, 4 pips in the, or 4 pips in the middle one. That's what I got. So it was pretty decent, but I could have easily had a 10 pip trade at the start, or at least 7 and 7 pips at the end. And that would have been better to get the 10 pips. I shouldn't have done the middle trade. But the thing I liked about today is, bro, I actually felt like there was a strategy behind stuff. I actually understood why we took each trade and why it happened that it went that way. And I understood exactly why everything happened. I don't know if it's like a good day, that's what other people are saying to me. It's a good day, so it's not that like you learned anything or you understood it. It was just a good day and stuff just happened like you predicted. Maybe in another day it would have been the reverse. But I'm following a mentor that actually has experience into this. There's a reason why he says the stuff he says, you know. I feel like it's a prediction that should have came right, and it did come right. It's not something that was luck, that he said flip the coin and today just went his way. I don't think it's like that. Today actually felt good. Today actually felt like there's skill involved. There's something I can actually learn. I got really good feelings. Like, honestly, today was really easy to make money if you just listened to this guy and just roughly knew how to use the platform. Like, if you've just done 3 days like I have, bro, this is my 3rd day trading this. You know how to buy, you know how to sell, you know roughly how things work. You've already gotten, like, you put your head in the water, you know. But it was easy to make money today. It was easy. Like, today was an easy day. If you're just active in the spot, and I'm not even that good, bro. I need to get my setup properly, sit down in a chair and properly be focused on the moment, be present. I don't know, maybe have a coffee right before. Bro, literally, you can make money, bro. You can actually make money doing this. And then because this is a demo account, I can see the money I've made. So this is a £1,000 demo account with around 200 to 300 leverage, I can't remember. And obviously with a lot size of 2, what I ended up making was around £20, £24 from 14 pips. So I thought 4 pips was meant to be worth a lot. It's not worth that much. It was like fucking £20 is shit, let's just be honest. From £1,000 you risk it. But you also have to think about the fact that had I held a bit longer and easy, I could have got to 20 pips. I could have probably made at least 30 to 35 to 40, bro. And £40 is not bad for 5 minutes of your time, bro. For 10 minutes of your time. Say you're properly spending an hour. It's still not bad, and it's something that's going to build up over time. £40 a day, bro, in 5 days a week, obviously. It's £200 a week. That is 800 a month. That's not bad. And again, like I'm saying, that is my aim for now, is just to make around 1,000 a month. This is within expectations. This is good. Like, and you got to think about, well, this is assuming I have £1,000 in the account. Now, I have money from the dropshipping. I could put 10k into this. That would have been £200. Now it changes, you know, because yes, okay, obviously the risk is higher. You're not going to have just positive days. But that's the whole point of building up the skill. It will get to a point where most days are profitable. And if you do it low risk like this, you generally can get a really good win rate. And that's the whole point of this. Say I put 10k in and I make 200 today. I could have made 400 today, that's what I'm saying. But let's say I'm playing it safe, 200. And let's say I only make 200 a week. Let's just say the other days balance out. Bro, that's still 800. Okay, that's 800 a month. That's the same shit. But that's not bad, bro. Over time, it's just going to go up. And over time, I'll take out the money. My account will end up getting to a point where roughly the risk I'm risking is only like 3k after I've made 7k, for example. Because I've already made 7k of the 10k. It doesn't matter how much I lose then. Like, my risk is becoming risk-free. It's becoming an account that I basically got paid for. So, like, this is why I want to do this, because it's very scalable and it's something that's very easy time consuming and can make you decent amount of money. Like, I'm not going to complain with around even 500 a month extra, bro. That's good. That is $6 grand a year. You can do a lot with that. You can put that into Bitcoin, get a 10x over the next 20 years. That's 60k just from this. That's just how the money works, bro. You can't say no to money. And this is looking very down, whereas you have to look up. You can get a funded account. That's what everyone chases, because if you have 200k, you could have made 2k today, for example. Maybe not 2k, but well, actually, no, yeah, you would have made 2k because it's 1% gain. If you're taking a bit risky, that's assuming after you got funded, like you actually passed the account. But there's a lot of potential with this. I don't have to put 10k either. Like, I could have put 5k, right? And with 5k, I could have made let's say the safe version of this would have been like 25 quid I would have made. Times 5, 100, bro, 100. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad, bro. That's equivalent to 2 grand if you get every day the same thing. But even if it's just 1,000, bro, like, that's what I'm going for. 1,000 a month extra from this, I'm not gonna complain, bro. Because if you're on a 40k paycheck, right, and you're earning around, I don't know, 2.8k a month, you're earning another £1,000. You're basically increasing your wage by around 30%. Like, that is really good for 5 minutes a day. That is how you have to think of stuff, because I'm not thinking about doing this for a living. I'm thinking about doing this over the long enough time frame just to make me money. I'm thinking about it's a good mentality to have. I'm not just doing this, oh, if this doesn't work in the next 6 months, I'm fucked, you know? I need to live off of this. I'm not going with that anxiety, and that's what allows me to make more calculated, better choices. But yeah, today was a good day. I actually feel like we can actually gain something out of doing this now, unlike yesterday and the day before. So I think I'm going to stop waffling too much, and I need to try and make these videos shorter. It's just, yeah, a lot of stuff happens, man. Today, technically, we took fucking 6 trades, bro. 3 trades from the copy trading, with 3 trades. 1 was from yesterday, carried on. But there was more trades that I didn't take, and 3 trades from the scalping, bro. Like, tomorrow's another day, another 4, 5, 6 trades. But I do need to make sure it takes less of my time, because I basically spend an hour and a half doing it, like actually being prepared for it. I'm spending too long. And obviously me riding home, I need to optimize it so that when I start uni, I don't spend this long, even on the video, bro. I can't be spending 20 minutes recording. I'm gonna probably get to a point where I just really briefly say what happened, how I felt, and end the video. And a quick breakdown of the day, 10 minutes maybe at best. Maybe even shorter, bro. That's how I need to do it. Because otherwise, bro, this is too much time gone. Like, this is another 20-minute video. I'm gonna quickly edit this, upload it, but like, it's too much time. So with the other dropshipping stuff I have, which I haven't even done today, like, and I have stuff to the uni stuff, like, yeah, my phone is running out of storage, so I need to end this video, bro. I have too much dropshipping videos in here, so let's just end it here. It's been a good day. I'm up 40 quid. Yesterday I was up 100. So far I'm up. Been very lucky, very blessed. Have to thank God, obviously. And I actually feel good for tomorrow. So I'm going to try and make these shorter and shorter. I'll just give a quick overview, how much we made, how much, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm going to try and make these shorter because, again, like I said, bro, I need to optimize my schedule. Uni, like today I'm not even going to work much on uni, bro. It's 6 p.m. It's already too late. I don't know. This ain't looking good for doing this during uni. That's what I'm worried about. But for now, we're good. Today was a good day. Let's just leave it at that. Peace. See you guys tomorrow.